ready? Yeah. Let's bring out Leanne!
Hello. You like quite a friendly bunch? It's quite funny, they always say, my friends were saying to me when I moved from Southampton to London, oh, don't go to London, it's really unfriendly, everyone's really unfriendly there, it's really hard to make friends. I've come to the conclusion that my friends in Southampton are a boring bunch of bastards, because I haven't struggled. But I was on the tube the other day, and I was actually thinking that's where most unfriendly situations happen, right? And there was a couple of Australian girls sat having a chat, and the chat was about the fact that they can't really afford to live in London, which I agree with, the fact that they can't afford a bed, and it kind of went like this, I love living in London, yeah, but I just so can't afford a bed. And her friend replied, I love living in London too, but I just can't afford a bed. I sleep on like sofa cushions on the floor, And I said, okay. And then one of them replied, but I can afford to buy a full-length mirror when you're living in Cebu, that's Shepherd's Bush in Australian. You have to look your best. So I was thinking, you know, that's a nice conversation. One of them got up and the other one said, where are you going? Are you getting off here? Do you live here? What's your name? Oh my God, it was so nice to meet you. And I realised they were actually strangers. They didn't know each other, and I thought, oh, London's really friendly. How lovely is that? Sat there smiling, looked across at the guy in front of me, smiled at him, showed me his cock. I thought, that is so friendly. I didn't even have to ask. Friendly London. And I was thinking, these Aussie girls, I was like, you know, they're having this wicked adventure, and they're travelling around, and it reminded me of when I went travelling. I've been to a few places. I've been to South America, I've been to Australia, I've been to Peckham, got an Oyster card. And it reminded me of like when I used to go travelling, and it made me think as well, like you don't actually need to leave the house to go travelling anymore. You can go home, look on your laptop, and go anywhere around the world in the comfort of your own home. You don't have to leave your house to find out what's going on in the news. You can look on your laptop, read about what's going on. You don't have to leave your house to find out what Susan Jenkins is doing, because she lets you know every 5 minutes. Susan Jenkins has just made a cup of tea, laugh out loud. Susan Jenkins is happy because Simon's been accepted into the football club. Roll on the floor laughing. I actually don't give a fuck because I haven't seen Susan Jenkins since I was 8 years old. I only added her as a friend because she was fatter and uglier than me on her profile picture. But what's even weirder is loads of our mutual friends like the fact that she's making a cup of tea. Like, really, get a life. They comment on the fact that she's, you know, happy that Simon's in the football club. And I was thinking, like, our grandparents, when they were growing up, if they were, like, in love and stuff, what did they do? Did they used to, like, go to the community centre, write on a piece of paper, photocopy it, put it up on all the notice boards in the library and stuff, and it was like, Maureen's really excited because she's going down on Morris tonight. Get the ration book off out loud. And it's weird. And then I was thinking as well, we really preen ourselves, don't we? Like nowadays, we have to look our best at all times, obviously. And, you know, we kind of like, the boys wax their chest, girls sort out all their bits of hairiness. And I was thinking, I can't imagine my nan doing that either. I can't imagine her wearing a vajazzle. Partly because it would clash with her clit piercing, but, you know. And I like to preen myself, and a little while ago I was doing my bikini line, and I was sat there and I put the Imac cream, because I've got a shit pain threshold. I like to just cream it off, not wax it off. And I put the Imac cream on, and I sat there for 10 minutes, gave a tug. They stayed there, my pubes, that is. Sat there 5 more minutes, gave another tug. My pubes were still there. I felt quite proud. I've got really strong pubes, go Leanne. And 5 minutes later, I gave them another tug, and they were still intact. And I started to feel like a burning sensation, and I was like, okay, I'm going to start looking like the Elephant Man, which defeats the object of what I'm doing. So I went to the shower, cleaned myself off. My pubes were still there, in their entirety, but they did look lovely, fluffy, afro, bouncy, gorgeous. And I thought, right, okay, not so unhappy with the result, but I should phone the IMAC helpline, because there is one, to make sure that I'm not going to be scarred forever. So I rang the IMAC helpline, which is on the side of the tube, And I spoke to this lady who I can only imagine is hairless, because how many people ring her and she's got nothing else to do but play with the product all day. So I called the bald lady, explained what I'd done, and she said, "Can you read out what it says on the side of the tube?" And I said to her, "Yeah, it says moisturising aftercare removal cream." And I realised that I'd actually been conditioning my muff for half an hour. It did look very nice. That is how I choose to wear it nowadays. Partly because I'm worth it. I've been Leanne, thanks for listening.